Hi everyone, in this video we're gonna try to create a new resource group and try to move from some resources from within one resource group to another one. Okay, it's gonna be a simple lab and we're gonna test out what can be moved and what can't. Okay, so let's go to resource group. So I have some groups in here. I'm gonna create a new resource group. I'm just call it test resource group, and I'm going to use it the East US just to keep things simpler. Most the other resource group that I'm going to try to move, it's also deployed in the East US, and I'm just going to create it and call create. So it's very fast. So that's resource group solved been created over here. So let's say I want to change all of the resources that I have within this VM AZ1 group to that new one. So I'm from here. You can click on move and move to another resource group, and it's automatically selected everything. Okay, move to resource group, select whatever resource you want. I want to choose the test resource group and click on I understand that tools and scripts associated with moved resources will not work until I update them to use new resource ID, and okay. And now it's validating. So if all the resources can be moved, then the validation will be successful, and then you will have to wait for some time for this all of the resources to be moved to the new resource group. So let's give it a minute to think about, and I'm going to pause the video. As soon as the validation is done, we'll come back and take a look at the validation status. Hi everyone, the validation didn't really stop. I mean, it didn't give me okay, validation is successful, now can I move. It didn't tell me anything like that. What it did, it changed the page to this view, and I had to click over here in the notification bar, and it looks like they have already started moving all the resources from VMstat group in the subscription to the other resource group. So the validation must have been successful. So just note that while you're working on moving a resource from one resource group to other, that may come handy. So let's give it a second. As soon as the move is done, we'll take a look at it, and we'll end the video there. Alright friends, so let's take a look. It's been a while, so let's take a look at what's going on. So if I go back to that resource group, it looks like that's the right resource group. Let me go back and no, this is the resource group that we needed to look at. So looks like everything that moved, the transfer that we did, it moved everything but these two. Okay, so if I go back to go to my test resource group, and you can look at everything, our demo set, our first set, those are the availability sets, they were moved. Virtual machine was moved itself, IP address was moved, network security groups associated with virtual machine 1, network card, virtual network, storage account, everything was moved except for the disk. So one last thing we can try, we can go back in here one more time, select just these two and try to move it to another resource group and see can we move our resource groups. So test resource group. Okay, so this is still a pending action, so most likely it's still trying to move those two resources to our group. The operation is not done, although I haven't, I'm not seeing anything in my network, in my notification. So if I give it a little bit more time, most likely they're going to move these two resource groups as well. So that's all I wanted to cover in this video, how to move resources, and hope you have got a good idea what to do and how to validate what can be moved and what cannot. Thank you.